Yeah, no, that's an auto ban against Nuggetz for anyone who doesn't play a character that's good there.
Smilo.
Oh, he already beat Smilo. That's fast for a Steve set. So that means that Exile will get the loser of this match. Brujo is going to play the winner of KOM and Mr. B. KOM did take out Star Costler.
One thing that I did notice last time I saw these two play is Toxex is really good at catching the turnips and throwing them back.
Yes.
And not in like, just like, oh, just whip them back as soon as you get them. Like, actually uses them effectively. One thing I didn't see last time was he didn't use them as an out-of-shield option, which Ike really needs.
Yes.
So,
you know, Ike's only good out-of-shield option, incredibly risky with up B. Does have back air that's fast, but it whiffs on a lot of landing aerials. Each landing aerials land very low to the ground.
Yeah.
So turnips give you another auto-shield option that I don't know Ike's throw frame data, but typically turnip throws are going to be as fast or faster than an Ike up B out-of-shield.
I don't know what it is, and I can already guarantee it's his fastest out-of-shield option if it's all it is. Because Ike's fastest out-of-shield option is frame 9, which is back here.
Yeah, and back air out-of-shield on someone like Peach is going to be difficult to hit at best. You know, forward air especially is notorious for how low she goes to the ground.
But out of shield is so bad that UFD actually lists the armor for up B as one of the out of shield options. Which of course Toxex uses very well. But
yeah, it's a very important part of Ike, especially since they got buffed in that patch where they nerfed Nair and buffed everything else. Ooh, okay. Almost, that was a smart grab. That was a really good adjustment from Nuggetz to exactly what you were just talking about, using the armor as an out of shield option. Oh, just misses that turnip throw. Almost had the kill there.
Toxex also uses it as a option to catch people mashing out of their shield. So like uses a safe Ike aerial and then uses up B to catch the out of shield.
That's risky because that's kind of relying on the opponent doing a slow out of shield option. The armor isn't right away, but it does work pretty well.
Is
it frame 1?
It's frame 7. Or actually frame like 4. I think it's frame 4. I can check that out.
The hitbox is later than that.
Frame 14, yep.
14, yeah.
But the armor is really fast. I do know that.
So that up B probably would have killed Trey, able to get out the back of it. And Toxex also likes to go for those edge guards where he ends up being back to the stage in a way where he could take you with him if he wants. Trey is very aware of that. He's very consistent about getting around that.
This is the second dot eyes, I think.
Yeah, this is pretty tame for Nuggetz RNG, honestly.
Yeah.
3.5 minutes in, we just have 2 dot eyes. Oh, I love that footstool. That was probably not an intentional footstool, but he recognizes it right away and immediately gets that turnip throw.
One thing Ike does have going for him in this matchup is if you don't get the like really big confirms as Peach, you're living a long time.
Yeah, it's a situation where like Ike has to be really careful with how he recovers, but if he is, you're absolutely not dying first.
Yeah, I got hit by that too. Don't worry, Toxex.
Yeah.
That is a great stock
for Nuggetz. Obviously, that was a high percent, but that's a really good job to secure that stock when he did, because Ike with that much rage is terrifying.
There's up B is, that's a killer. That kills at like 60 on the ledge. 2 nairs, no up air to follow up.
Ooh, good drift from Trey there. That was definitely an attempt at a frame chop. And Nuggetz able to weasel his way out of that and get back to stage, and now has the stock lead still almost a full stock ahead at this point.
Good up tilt.
Yeah, that up tilt is a super important move in Ike's kit. It's like not necessarily the best move in the game. It's something like anti-airing in that kind of situation, but it works really well with the other moves he has to catch like jump-ins and to people trying to catch re-jumps. That's gonna kill.
Yeah, that has a lot of range.
Yeah, and that Peach counter is interesting. It's got a lot of flaws, but it is also really insanely good at what it's good at.
Yes.
The fact that it doesn't scale means that if you counter a smash attack, you don't really get anything for it. But at the same time, you can counter a multi-hit of an up B and you get a kill like you would with anything else.
Absolutely.
So it goes both ways. It has no iframes so once it starts. So like if there's some multi-hits, will just hit through it sometimes. But the hitbox is massive and it's very strong.
Going to PS2.
And yeah, we're going to PS2. Same idea of a stage, much bigger. Not seeing any counter picks here. Although Nuggetz did get second at COF with his Rosa this week.
Nice.
I don't think we'll see that in a paid bracket anytime soon. Especially not against this matchup. This matchup will be rough. But
Yeah.
But definitely
Regular Ike
cool to
beats,
see, and there's the Trey RNG. Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh?
Why did it not blow up?
It does just sometimes.
There you go, 40%.
It depends on if it drops. If it drops, it usually blows up. But that is completely random.
Nair.
I like the landing dare as a mix-up there. Landing dare definitely not plus on shield or even on hit. If you fall with the middle hits like that, but it's a good mix-up from Peach's single-hit aerials that are very safe.
Yes. It's really important for that specifically.
Yeah, and it gives you a timing mix-up that you otherwise wouldn't have. On top of like characters already got so many of those timing mix-ups in that situation.
Toxex has been doing a lot of like rising nairs or like nair into just nair. And I like that because it leaves up air fresh.
It does, and that's definitely something that matters more with this character than it does with a lot of others, because your early kill power is one of your biggest advantages as a character. And on top of that, you can definitely juggle people with like 5 or 6 up airs at a time sometimes. And at that point, you accept like, alright, up air is stale now, it won't kill early at all. You can get up with the up tilt there. But juggling with neutral air does also work sometimes. You can also kind of use forward air in those situations to push people to the ledge. And Toxex doing a good job of that to sort of keep up air as a good kill move, and also still keep Trey in disadvantage for long periods of time. Parries the tomahawk jab. I wonder if he was reading a grab in that situation. So he still got hit by the jab. So I don't think that was the read.
Maybe reading a tomahawk down tilt.
Oh, good reverse nair. Gets the sweet spot of reverse nair as well. That is early hit versus late hit for sweet spot. It's not like location.
Is the Wind's face like the next rung below Dot Eye?
Yes. Sit face is the strongest, obviously.
Yep.
Winky face does like 17 or 18%. Percentage varies a lot based on where it's thrown, but like point blank, Dot Eyes does about 17 or 18.
Right.
Winky face does like 13, and normal does like 9 or 10. And then all of those numbers go down a little bit as they get farther from the thrower.
Now, I think Toxex is saving like a deep edge guard for a game 3. But I could just be reading too hard for that, because I know...
It's possible. I do always question doing that when you're not in a guaranteed situation to get there.
Yeah, I mean, Ike's sword, like, big enough to just, like, kind of...
Oh, I like that cross under.
Oh, wow. I did not think that...
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah.
I don't think Nuggetz expected that to work either. I think he was getting over there to counter. Alright, so Nuggetz gets the back air. Oh, they're not running that on stream? Okay.
I wish that was on stream.
So Mr. B does take out KOM off stream. It'll be B and Brujo off stream. As Trey evens this up, we are all tied up. No percent taken on this last stock yet.
Good neutral air, kind of covering both the low option and the high option.
And this is a dominant stock for Toxex. A 0 to death within about 10 seconds there. And we're going to game 3.
Yep. That is...
no sympathy from me.
Yeah, Ike juggling. Very good. So we have 2 heavies still in bracket, those being Bowser and K-Rool with Brujo
and the potential
Exile.
to have them play each other in loser semis. That'd be funny.
They already played in winners.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Who won? Oh, I guess Brujo won. We saw him on winners earlier.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going back to small battlefields.
Mr. B
too much
definitely
variance in the stage here.
wants to play Exile, though. I remember he really wanted to play Exile earlier. So needs to get through Brujo in order to do that. But we're not talking about them. We're talking about a little bit of Ike, Daisy. Not Daisy, that's a game.
All right, so one more game here in this set. Loser, as we mentioned earlier, loser goes on to fight Exiled in losers quarters. Winner goes to winners finals against Sharp. And we're back on small battlefields.
Funny enough, both these players have taken sets off Sharp. Right?
I think so, yeah.
I know Toxex has, but I was pretty sure.
Trey definitely has at some point. I don't know what their set count is overall.
Yeah, but they have both taken at least one. So nothing's guaranteed here. Anyone can win this tournament.
Alright, so Trey just going for the easy combos there. That's the kind of situation where I'd love to see him just do even just like a simple down tilt combo, just down tilt, float up air, up air.
Yeah.
Gets you a little more damage and puts them straight above you instead of to the side.
Nuggetz doesn't really opt for a lot of the huge combos. Mostly just kind of the...
Yeah, and he doesn't need them all the time because his neutral really is just so strong and his ability to whip punish is so good. But at the same time, when you get a free punish like that, it does help to take advantage of it to the best
Absolutely.
you can.
One of these days, he's going to learn those combos and like just start doing them, and it's going to be
he's
over.
going to be the best player in the world.
It's going to be over. Every player
I was
in the
actually
world
talking to
packing
Mr. B about this when we were watching Trey's last set on stream, is that the way he plays is just inherently so execution heavy. And it's surprising because he doesn't have, you know, that crazy flashy combo game you see from a lot of Heat players. But his neutral is so precise, and his ability to move in and out, make you whiff buttons by the slightest of margins and whiff punish them. It's really strong, but it also requires him to be playing at like such a high level all the time. That was a really good delay there, and this should be a kill. Yeah.
Yeah, that last
really well played by Trey for that whole sequence.
Perfectly timed on the counter. I think that was one of the last frames of his effort.
And he knew that he had the potential to die to the Ike up B there if he wasn't careful. So he used basically up to or maybe at the maximum of the float timer. You can float for 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, Toxex probably kicking himself there for the mistech on the side B.
Yeah, definitely would have been in an okay spot there if he had gotten that. And Toxex trying to use Ike down tilt as sort of a situational anti-air there, which can work. You can kind of like make things whiff over you and then punish as they land. It didn't quite work out though. Trey able to float above it and get the punish. And we have a very
no
close
follow-up on the Nair. I think that
game 3
forward.
still.
No follow-up
ready to hit
again.
confirm there.
Toxex flubbing a little bit here.
Oh, that's good.
That was really good.
That back air is so strong and so fast as well. Frame 6, I think, in this
Yeah,
game.
you never expect that out of Ike. You know, it's one of his best tools is just being able to have that surprise quick move.
Yeah, and outside of jab, his frame data is so slow across the board. And jab, of course, not what it is in Brawl. So, not the most useful thing. Just useful because it has to be.
God, I wish.
But that back air has always been fast. Frame 6 in this game. Just frame 4 in Brawl. 7 in Smash 4. Always been a fast move.
And it was an out of shield.
Should be a kill, there it is.
And it was big.
Yeah, it's always kind of a situational out of shield option. As we see the Stitch face here, it's a big moment in the set.
Toxex is boarding the platforms and
there it is. Yep.
Wow, that's a
all
lot of
tied
damage
up.
and still
has the Stitch back. Oh, missed the punish there. I think he hit the C-stick while still holding shield, so he got roll.
I don't like when that happens. That happens watching it. Shields the Stitch, but is in a situation now.
Ooh. Gets the trade with the down smash and able to survive. Trey has taken the lead back, but this is certainly not over. We saw how early that back air killed earlier. Is that gonna kill? Not quite. Last hit situation now. And a trade with the side B. That's huge for Nuggetz.
Goes for dash tag. I thought it was going to be a grab for sure.
I did too.
But Trey clearly knew.
Yep.
I did not hold shield there. I was like, this man's definitely trying to grab me.
Ooh, back air? Not going to kill again. It's second false kill screen. Going aggressive, doesn't even do the auto cancel forward air. He's going for the kill.
I'm terrified. I'm terrified right now.
Any of these buttons from Ike will kill. Ike is such a scary character in these situations. That whiffs though. Oh, I think he tried to parry and dropped it early there. Really good finish from Toxex, and that will be it for winners semis as Toxex takes it 2-1.
So Toxex moves on to fight Naito Sharp.
Yeah, so that's going to be Toxex Sharp in winners finals. Nuggetz and Exiled in losers quarters.
Which will be off stream.
And we're going to get right into winners finals. I think we're going to run both losers quarters off stream. So we're just going to have top 4 on stream here.
So we'll be seeing more of Toxex.
So yeah, Toxex going to stay here. Sharp going to come back onto the stream. Ike Cloud maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe also Ike
probably.
against whoever else, but he's
could be
ZSS
just because that matchup is so bad.
Yeah.
I think I heard